Your house, your room, your speakers. You can have the greatest speakers of all, but if you don't account for the room they're in, you aren't going to get the best sound. Room acoustics can plague your speakers with problems. Standing waves, room resonances and reflections all color the final sound you hear.
ARC is a digital signal processing system, and the goal is to eliminate the negative effects that the room has on the performance of a loudspeaker. ARC means Anthem Room Correction. This is a system that was developed by Peter Shook and our boys at the Park Research Center.
Peter's team did groundbreaking research at the National Research Center, known as the NRC, to define what the perfect speaker sounded like.
People are able to detect very small differences in frequency response. Say we're doing an experiment, we typically use 4 different loudspeaker positions behind a blind screen, and we'd find that position 3 always won. There was a lot of bias in the position, so we realized the position made a big difference.
Speakers are voiced in a controlled environment, but there are other considerations when they transition to the real world. In fact, if you put a speaker indoors anywhere, it has a terrible impact on the speaker's sound.
And now you put the speaker not only near a single surface, the floor, but also near a wall behind it and near a wall to the side of it.
Imagine the sound waves coming from your speakers are ripples in water. You can see the ripples bouncing off any surface they encounter. That's what sound waves from your speakers do. And every wall, window, and piece of furniture colors your speaker's sound. ARC is the solution that ensures every speaker sounds the best in virtually any room. ARC is easy to use. Just plug the kit's custom calibrated microphone into your computer and your Anthem ARC-ready receiver and take a sample at each of the listening positions in your room.
We set up a target function which is based on the room acoustics, so this is what an ideal speaker should measure like in that room.
The computer measures the difference between a speaker's ideal response and its real-world response, then equalizes the speaker so it will meet the ideal curve. Your speaker system will now be optimized for your room.
It also provides an opportunity for making sure that the customer is going to hear at home what you as a designer intended them to hear.
ARC is the most advanced and easiest way to overcome room acoustic problems. Use ARC with your Anthem MRX receiver or Anthem AV processor and discover the difference for yourself.